This video is on extra credit, and we're on the last step. We're on step 5, where we're going to write formulas for this countdown clock. So what I want to happen is I want to know how many days until the event happens. So we need to write a formula. But before we start talking about this particular formula, we know we're kind of subtracting something. We know we're subtracting the event date from today's date. So let's talk about subtraction. Let's go to let's talk. So let's just cover subtraction, multiplication, division, and addition. These are our 4 basic formulas. So let's talk about them real quick. I went ahead and I added a 2 columns of data. One thing just real easy and fast. You notice how I have these all blue. They're centered. They look different from subtotal. If I click on this 13 and I go up to Format Painter, I can click on that and I can click on subtotal, and it's going to apply the exact same formatting as a 13. And I'm going to do it over here to these. 13, Format Painter. Alright. There was no reason for me to show you that in this spreadsheet, but it was really nice. Okay, so first let's talk about subtraction. Well, we're in Excel and I want to write a formula. So the first thing you do when you're in Excel and you want to write a formula is first click in the cell where you want your answer. So I'm in F3. The second thing you do is you write the equal sign. Now I'm telling Excel I'm going to write a formula. So let's say I want to subtract 10 minus 1. I should never do 10 minus 1 because that could change. I mean, what if I did 10 minus 1 but the cell really became 2? Now this formula is pointless. So I should always reference my cells. So let's go back. I'm going to write a formula. I'm going to hit equal. I'm going to do 10 minus 2. And if I click on it, you can see it says C2 minus B2. That's the way we always write formulas. Again, if this 10 were to change, my subtraction data will change too. If I were to write a multiplication formula, I click in the cell where I want the answer. I hit equal. I choose the cells. Very simple. Division works the same. I click in the cell where I want my answer. I hit equal. I click on my cell. I'm going to hit division. And finally, addition. Click in the cell, type equal. I'm going to add. Alright, so very simple. One, again, just a minor little note. If I want to add an entire column, there would be no reason for me to do equal this cell plus this cell plus this cell. There's a much easier way. I'm going to click in the cell where I want that answer, and I'm going to click auto sum. Excel is pretty smart. It's assuming I want B2 through B14, and that's correct, so I'll hit enter. I want the same thing here. I could do it one of 2 ways. I could click where I want my answer. I could click auto sum, and it's going to sum it for me. The other option I could have done, since it's a very similar formula to this, I could use that fill handle and just drag it over. And it will make all the changes for me. Okay, so that's how we do the subtraction, multiplication, division, and addition. When I'm doing subtraction, I click in the cells that I want to subtract. So here, to get that 229, again, it's a formula. I'm going to click in the cell where I want my answer. I'm going to put equal. Now, what are we subtracting? You tell me. I'm not going to show you this part. But what am I subtracting? When you click in the cells, use the subtraction, and see if it works. Good luck. Please email me if you have questions.